All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new update. Now, I will have a formal DC update later today, but I wanted to do this video before that one comes out. And yes, as you could tell by my thumbnail, it ends here. As a lot of my viewers may have known, there was some back and forth going on between me and another channel. Now, I specifically do not mention other channels on my channel here, but something interesting happened over the weekend. Just so you guys know, this channel that ended up getting a copyright strike and had tricked some of my viewers into watching a video, which I don't believe was his intent at this stage, was a channel here on YouTube that you guys probably want to check out. It is Slav's Free Talk, okay? And I actually reached out to Slav's Free Talk over the weekend because I wanted to meet with him in private, because there is a big group of people who really don't like my content. And they come on here and they continually go around YouTube and say that I lied about the FBI earlier this year, that I don't have a voice acting career, that I was stealing money from my viewers, from my dog. And none of those things are true. And I reached out to Slav to basically get his help, to talk to him one-on-one and show him the things that I'm not willing to show you guys on my channel, because my private life is private. And I keep my career private. I keep my family, and especially my kids, private. And so I was able to show him some FBI documents. I was able to show him stuff for my voiceover career, and I did show him stuff in regards to my dog. And so he was able to confirm that, yes, all of those things happened, and he just did a video. I'm going to link his video in my description so that you guys can go check it out, okay? What a better way to kind of calm the waters than to have two opposing people meet for a few minutes, hash things out, and get things taken care of. And that's exactly what we did. And Slav is a great guy. He was easy to talk to, and at some point in the future, I told him, yes, we will get together and we will possibly do, just a thing where we get on and we discuss. Because when we met up over the weekend, we did talk for almost an hour, and we talked about a lot of things, and about the only thing him and I don't align on is the DC stuff. But we agree just about everything else that we discussed in regards to a lot of things happening in Hollywood and some of the other franchises out there. And so, first of all, I'm grateful for him actually responding to my video. I'm grateful for him responding to my email that I had sent him. I tried to send him a response or email, but it wasn't working properly. So I figured, you know what, it just might be better to meet face to face. And so he was able to confirm everything that had gone on over the last year, and we were able to basically put our differences aside and have a really good discussion. And I want to make it very clear, and I talked about this in a video I did last week, that I'm not going to tolerate any type of bullying, cyberbullying, or harassment on my channel from my viewers or from other people as well. There's no place on YouTube for that kind of stuff. It's gotten out of hand all over the place, and you saw that over the weekend, actually over the last week, with a bunch of channels trying to shut down my theory, or my Star Wars theory, or Star Wars theory, not my Star Wars theory, Star Wars theory, and some other channels like Geeks and Gamers and Neurotic and some other ones, basically saying they don't agree with their content and they believe that YouTube should demonetize their channels and take them down. What a horrible thing to do. That is a very communist way to look at things. And just because you don't agree with someone doesn't give you the right to go after their livelihood or to go after them personally. You can just agree to disagree. And Slav was always like that. I want to make that very clear, that he was never belligerent towards me, even though there were people in his comments, one person specifically, Critic Chris 90210, who was harassing me back in February and prior to that all over the place. He was calling my phone. I have that video up about that harassment. And so everybody can go check that out. Specifically, that goes back in February, and you can look on, I think I had a playlist for that. I'm not 100% sure, but I may put a playlist up for everything that happened back in February. But you guys can go watch those videos. And I'm not going to put up with harassment. Just because you guys don't agree with my take, or if you don't agree with Slav's take, it doesn't give you the right to harass people. And that's where things have come, things have evolved to. People end up being keyboard warriors, and they think because they're hiding behind a fake name or whatever it might be online that they can get away with harassment and stuff. And that's not how it works. That FBI incident I had happen back in February was a pretty big deal, and that person was contacted within 24 hours by the FBI, and it was taken care of. And those are the things that, people don't realize that things can escalate pretty quickly. And there are a lot of, well, in fact, here in America, just about everybody's social security number was put out on the dark web a few months ago, and I have a video about that also as well. It'll actually be in, when this video ends, it's going to be one of the cards. Check that out on how you can protect yourself. I encourage everybody to check out the 2-week free trial that is offered in that video, and you can see the details in that video, because it just makes sure that everyone can stay safe. And it's not okay for anybody to dox anybody, and giving out somebody's name is not doxing, okay? Sharing other personal information like their email address, their home address, that kind of stuff is doxing. Now, in that video that I did with the FBI, those people were directly harassing me. And I have gone in and made changes on that video to take out some of that personal information. But I have also put Critic Chris on notice that if he continues to spread the lies, I'm going to sue him for defamation, because they're not true. The things that people are spreading around are not true. Everything that happened really did happen, and I was able to show those things to Slav, and he was gracious enough to be able to do that video and just to show everybody that we need to be more civil towards each other. Now, I have never attacked anybody personally, ever. I don't make threats. I don't go after people. But I will not tolerate personal attacks. It's not okay to do that to anybody. It's not okay to do it to myself. It's not okay to do it to Slav. We can all agree to disagree, especially when it comes to movies, and be more civil towards each other. Now, you may disagree with me on how I talk about DC Studios, but you have to understand, I have never attacked James Gunn personally. I have never called his phone. I have never sent him an email. I have never met him in real life. I don't get on all of his accounts and consistently harass him. I've made a few comments every once in a while, but I don't go onto every social media platform he has and start blasting him all the time and telling him how much of a fraud he is. I don't do that, because he's not a fraud. He's actually a filmmaker. I personally just don't think he's that great of a filmmaker. The only time he shined is when Marvel and Disney were behind him. And those are my personal beliefs, and I'm able to criticize those things and talk about what I don't like about the DCEU and about the DCU, his DCU, and DC Studios, and you may not agree with that, and that's perfectly okay. It doesn't mean you can get belligerent or you can get violent or you can do whatever you think just because you don't agree with me. So you're going to still see those things on my channel. I'm still going to criticize everything that DC Studios is doing if it's stuff I don't like. And I have every right to do that, and so do you. All right, so let's keep it civil moving forward. I do thank Slav. His video will be linked in the description, so you guys can go check that out. Maybe check out his channel and start watching his stuff. He gives just about an opposite viewpoint from myself on DC, and it might not be a bad idea to see both sides of it. And so definitely check that out when you guys have an opportunity, and we will see you on the next video.